Hey there, superstars. It is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer, and coach from Live, Love, Give. And I'm coming to you today with a message of empowerment. And I want to wake us all up, myself included, to any of us who are absolutely trying to take the easy path. And I want to wake us up because it ain't the right one. And this message has really been inspired by people in my life, like I said, myself included, who can get caught up in, feeling like it's too hard, feeling like it's just in the hard basket. And, if it's too hard or if it's uncomfortable, then, that must mean that it's not the right path. And what I really want us to be focused on is the fact that when you avoid what is hard, you're absolutely evading your greatness, your potential, your genius, that gift that you have to give to the world. And pretty much every single thing that is your pathway to reaching a new level of your potential in whatever area that is, it ain't ever going to be an easy path. It actually, you require that difficulty. You require that path to be hard for you in order to unleash what is great about you, in order to give you, that back and forth, that opportunity to actually grow, that opportunity to actually test yourself. And so many of us are absolutely sacrificing our greatness and our potential because we're getting caught up in it's too hard zone, rather than actually going, you know what? If I am sitting in my life and I am distracting myself on a regular basis, if I'm doing mindless things on a regular basis, if I'm constantly feeling like a sense of emptiness, like a lack of fulfillment, like I'm in burnout, like life is not inspiring, then I have to take it upon myself to go, you know what? If I want to stay in bed and just sleep in day after day, if I want to go and distract myself mindlessly every single day with the same old series on Netflix, if I want to go and I can feel like escapism and distraction is more exciting than my current existence and living my life, if I'm not wanting to, jump out of bed in the morning, get an early night the day before, plan my existence, get excited and passionate and want to actually get out of think others think you should be doing, you're actually taking the time out to get clear on who you are, what you want, and going after it. If you've got fears and limitations, that's okay. You're a human being. I've got them too. We've all got them. But what are you going to do about it? That makes the difference. You've got to expect that the path towards a meaningful existence that is uniquely inspired from you isn't going to be easy. The easy path is what most of us think we want, right? We think we're just going to slip into that easy path. People approve of this. Okay, we're going to maybe move in that direction. This is the thing I should be doing at this age, or okay, I'm going to move in that direction, and we kind of like start living our lives based on our perception of the other people's expectations or what's going to be approved of. And we wonder why we have that deep inner yearning as to there's got to be something more, like this doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm living a life of pretense. I feel like, maybe externally it looks like I'm kind of successful. Maybe I've got like those things I think I should have and what society kind of expects of me, or my family expects of me, or my friendship groups expect of me. But why is it that I'm not happy? And the problem is people just keep going for that next thing. It must be because, I haven't got that other thing people expect of me. Or maybe that next shiny object, maybe that's going to be the thing that allows me to actually experience true fulfillment in my life. And we get so far detached from the truth of actually who we really are. Maybe we've never even discovered it, that we just live this existence, and it ends up being the fact that the number one regret of the dying is I wish I had have had the courage to live a life true to myself rather than one I felt was expected of me. I feel like I lived my first 25 years of my existence going down that exact path, really getting, living to the expectations of others, not doing the work on me, not even knowing what personal development was, not even asking myself the question as to what I wanted, and just completely guiding my life and my existence down the path I felt was expected of me in order to gain the love, acceptance, approval that I wasn't first and foremost giving myself. And this is, I, at that time, making that discovery that I was on the wrong path, becoming a lawyer that was not suited to me at all. The only thing that suited me was the fact that, I love learning, right? And I thought, okay, well, let's open some doors. Let's see. I knew in my family, my perception was the only way that I can live my life is to become a successful doctor, lawyer, engineer, like my dad would probably want me to be. All of those different labels as to their perception of what would create an extraordinary life without actually checking in my internal world and then living this life for the external and just it dragging me down. It's sucking up every ounce of my energy to the point where I hated so much my life and what I was doing that I had to find avenues of distraction. I had to go out and party several nights a week. I had to go and, immerse myself in, destructive behaviors and different things that would just alleviate my stress and that internal conflict, within, so that I could actually just get on with life and I could just live and breathe. But at the end of the day, over time, that got to the point of me literally being in the fetal position, not being able to move my physical body because I was in so much incongruence with the truth of who I really was. And it took a lot of pain. It took a lot of quality questions. It took a lot of seeking guidance. And that's why I'm so grateful that, I was introduced to the realm of personal development through the work of Tony Robbins and taken to his events. And that was my wake-up call. Being in that room, being woken up, I distinctly remember at 25 years of age, I was sitting in that room and I was asking myself, finally, the questions. I was being forced to ask myself the kind of questions that I believe we should all be asking ourselves on a daily occurrence. What is it that you want? Why are you doing the things that you are doing? Are they for yourself? Are they aligned with you? Or are they for somebody else? Are they a life that was expected of you? And in that given time where I was sitting at this event and there was thousands of people in the room and I was having this inner battle with myself. I had this, realization come up. Oh my God, like I'm on the totally wrong path. This is not me at all. And then this other simultaneous voice going, you know what? But you've got to finish what you started. You've said and committed to this path of being a lawyer. You can't make any changes. You are too old to make a change in your life right now. You're 25, come off it. Like you can't start over again. You're too old, right? And I'm battling this. And then in that moment, literally in this moment at this event, a woman stood up across the room and she was just in tears of gratitude. And she was calling out to Tony Robbins, and she was saying, Tony, I've just had the massive breakthrough. And he gave her the mic and he said, tell us, like, what's gone on for you? And she said, Tony, I've just had the most massive breakthrough. I've just realized that I have been, a successful lawyer my entire life, but I've had 3 divorces. None of my children talk to me. And I've just made the realization that I became a lawyer because I felt it was expected of me. I felt that's who I needed to be in order to get the love, approval from an acceptance from my father, and at 65 years old, just making this realization in my life right now, I could not be more grateful because I feel like I've got the rest of my life to live true to myself in alignment with who I really am. And I feel so young and grateful to have made this discovery now at 65, knowing I've got, a good 20, even maybe 30 years, left in my life to actually, get beyond that and live in alignment. And in that very moment, my fear of being too old to make a shift or a change and actually address the fact that I was on the wrong path was completely shattered, because here was this woman 40 years older than me, deciding that she was so grateful for how young she was to finally make the discovery of being on the wrong path and getting the opportunity to discover what was her right path and align with that, and that just shattered my beliefs. And even though at that point in my life, I actually didn't know what was the right path for me. Most of us are trying to we know we're on the wrong path, but we're trying to find this other avenue. We're trying to find, but when I discover what the right path is, then I can get off the wrong path. No, it's not, because the longer you know innately that you are on the wrong path, yet you keep yourself on that wrong path, you no longer trust yourself. Your self-belief diminishes. Because think about it this way. If you had a beautiful child that you absolutely loved and adored and you wanted the best for, and they came to you and they realized that they were on the totally wrong path, and this path that they were on was draining their soul. And no, they didn't know what the right path was just yet, but this path they absolutely had so much certainty that was the wrong path, and it was absolutely draining all of their life energy. What would you do? Would you tell that kid to just stay on that path that's draining your soul, your heart, your life force, everything, your self-belief and everything about you? And we know it's wrong, but just stay doing that. We'll find something else later. No, you wouldn't. If you have that heart and that conviction and you want the absolute best for this individual, you'd go to town with taking them off the wrong path, because sometimes that's the first step to getting on the right path. You've got to, in order to open yourself up to the correct opportunities in your life, no matter what area, you've got to stop moving down the wrong path so you can readjust. You can take a step back and look at this, this decision point that you're at. If you keep going down the wrong path, you're still taking yourself further and further away from the right path. So at this pivotal point, decide, I'm just going to stop right here. I'm going to reassess. I'm going to reanalyze. And now I'm going to go on the journey of discovering the right path. All right. So you have to do that. And that's what happened for me. And at this event, my number one distraction at that point in my life, as I transitioned, luckily, from the party scene, I had started going into the health scene. And that had become my addiction and my thing that I got energy and love from. And so at that point, I knew, cut off the ties, and it just so happened that at that point in my life, I was on the last leg of the uni break that was going to, I had the next day to tell them whether I was going to come back for the next semester or not. And the timing could not be any more perfect. The event finished, I called them and I made that decision. And yeah, it was hard. I lost my family, my family cut me off. I was very well supported financially. It was very comfortable for me to be a uni student and go down the path I felt was expected of me and what they wanted. And I knew I'd lose all of that. And also, I've said this so many times, my mum cutting me off Facebook, not cutting me out of her phone, not talking to me. This woman that is, I consider to be my best friend in the world, somebody I was so close to, could do that at that point, and I could deal with it. I still cop it, from different people, but the fact of the matter, the people that are closest to me at this point down the timeline, they can, I've given them the reassurance. I've shown them this whole other world. They are my biggest supporters now. We have to be willing to go down the hard path in order to live a life that is truly and authentically inspired, that it's in total alignment with us. There is nothing in this world that I could do other than what I currently do. I have burnt all other boats. I have no other options. I am so in alignment with the work that I do, and that's why I want this gift to be given to other people. I want to help and support people to unlock their gifts, to discover, develop, and deliver their unique genius. To open ourselves up to love fully and be loved fully. You can't do that unless you're in authentic alignment. So all of it is connected. I hope that me talking into it is inspiring to you. I know I've told my story a million times before, but I don't know, I just got on a rant. So I'm hoping that, you guys are thinking about in your life right now, where is it that you are avoiding the hard path? You're locking yourself away, distracting yourself in some way, and you need to actually decide for yourself, you know what? If you want to pursue a meaningful existence and a quality-driven life, it's gonna be hard, okay? So the first point is accept that, because we get it in our mind that, when we get on the right path, it's gonna be all rainbows and butterflies and unicorns and puppy dogs, and I'd love if it was, but the fact of the matter is, I actually don't, because I know that in order for me to generate results that I don't currently have in my life, that inspire me, that are in my vision, I have to go through the necessary stepping stones and challenges and opportunities to grow into the person who can generate those kind of results that I'm after. I've totally accepted that. And this is the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. When we have a fixed mindset, we think that it should all be given to us. It should all be easy. We shouldn't have to work too hard at things. It's just our talent. It's just our gift. No. A growth mindset knows that, who you are right now and the set of results that you have, if you want different ones, you've got to grow to that level. You've got to expand. You've got to spiral up. You've got to have those challenges. You've got to be surrounding yourself with people who are willing to call you out, because you know what? I want people in my life, and I hope you guys do as well, who aren't just there just trying to be liked. They're willing to be disliked in order to actually give you what you need. Not just being liked and giving you what you think you want and keeping you in your comfort zone. No, we want to be able to expand and grow together. And I'm going off on too many tangents, but I'm getting too passionate. Oh my God, rein me in a little bit. But I'm really excited as well, because I just mentioned yesterday, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to be doing these live events. I've got so much in store, but I'm going to be running some live events. I'm going to start in Australia very, very soon. Probably, I'm actually going to aim for my birthday. I'm just putting it out there. I only just kind of came up with that now, but my birthday is in June, and so that's when I'm planning on, at this stage, just got the big global picture, running some live events. I'm going to start here in Melbourne, but I'm coming all over. So I can't wait to connect with you guys, meet you in the flesh. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. And these events are going to be all about helping you to discover your unique genius, unleash your greatness in both life and in love, getting you living a meaningful existence, stopping you from settling for mediocrity in your life, in your purpose, and in your relationships, and actually start reaching for your limitless potential and accessing the extraordinary. So can't wait to, oh my gosh, I'm just so pumped. That's probably why I'm on a rant today, doing all this work and creating everything that I want to be squeezing into these day-long events that I'm going to be starting with. But let me jump in. Have you guys got any questions or comments or words of wisdom, or you just want to say hi? I love connecting with you guys. Let me know where in the world you are tuning in from, because I'm going to be starting to set up these live events at different cities around the globe. Like I said, I'm going to start in my hometown here in Melbourne. So I hope that you guys who are Melbourneites, or you're going to be in Melbourne in June, I can't wait to meet you. So let me know if you'd be open to that. But let me check in. I've got Gregory and Brandon and Dawn and Eric and Rams here. Hello to you, my friend. And Jace is here. And Doug, I'm where you're talking about. Okay, awesome. I'm so inspired by that. I really hope that me talking into today's message has absolutely just woken you up and going hey, believe in yourself. That inner part of you that has that vision, that has that, that goal or that dream, or, you can envision something that's more inspiring than your current existence. That is trying to wake you up to the fact that you've got more than just what you're settling for in your life right now. And it ain't going to be easy, but I guarantee you it's going to be worth it. So that is the power of tapping into your authentic inspiration. You discover what's going to be worth it, so you don't just settle for a meaningless existence. So I love that, Doug. Thanks for sharing. And Jonathan, hello to you, and Emmanuel, and Shane, and Julie, and Nathan, and Tony, and Joe. Hello to all of you guys. And Jace, don't talk, act, don't say, show, don't promise, prove. I love that, Jace. Absolutely. all about walking your talk, stop talking about it and start getting into some action and start doing it and start believing in yourself. I love that, Jace. You're so on point. And Doug, well, great wife, and I just are having this talk now. Oh, I love that, Doug. And I also love that you and your beautiful wife seem like the kind of people who are looking to grow and expand. My favorite people to work with are actually couples, because I feel like the end result in terms of living to your limitless potential is actually finding that teammate who can help expand and fast track your success toward that end, and you do that for them as well. So it so inspires me when I see couples growing and talking about stuff that actually matters. So you're lighting up my life here, Doug. Love it. And Farah's here. And Kevin, I can't move forward due to health problems and money issues. Kevin, much love to you, my friend. But you know what? Time and money are the two biggest excuses that are just the biggest load of BS I've ever heard in my life. And I hope you can wake yourself up to this as well, all of us, because we get caught in this. The fact of the matter is, when we have an obstacle, when we have a thing, say it's money, time, health, I don't know, I don't know your exact details here. I'm not going to go into that right in this second, but let me talk it out in a minute. But ultimately, what it really means when you use any sort of excuse, all it means is that thing that you're excusing yourself from, you're not seeing enough benefits in actually achieving. So you're overvaluing your time, your money, your energy, whatever it is, over and above the very thing that you're, not committing to. Another big piece of the puzzle is that, there's lots of things that get behind those excuses. A lot of the time, it's because we don't believe that we can actually achieve it. Because if you really believed that you could achieve it and you knew it was worth it and it truly inspired you, you would find a way. It's not about your resources, it's about your resourcefulness. I really believe that, when I first went to one of Tony Robbins' events, I remember the first event, it was like $1,000. And I was like, oh my God, that's so expensive. Who is this guy? Is this going to be worth it? $1,000, whoa, and then I went to that event and it was so life transforming. By the end of that, I signed up for a $20,000 mastery event, his mastery university events. That it's just conceptual. And oftentimes, when we don't have a clear vision about what we want to head to, we don't have enough of the benefits, enough of the value, enough of the inspiration to move in that direction. So I'm with you, Kevin, but I'm telling you, it's in your mindset, and nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. But you've got to be the one who gets resourceful enough, gets inspired enough from a place of authenticity to actually be able to make it happen. And if you're still stuck in excuses, number one, self-belief. Number two, have you even tapped into what really inspires you, that you would do anything is worth it to commit to? So much love to you, Kevin. I so appreciate you sharing your journey here and for tuning in live. And can't say your name because I can't speak Arabic, but hello to you. And Ray's here as well. And Doug, thanks, 43, ready to start my life with taking my kids with me. Oh, I love that, Doug. Absolutely. There is no better time than now to start living in true alignment, in authentic alignment. Get inspired. And if you don't know what your greatness is, what your genius is, what your gifts are, who you really are, what you really want, and you don't know what's blocking you or those limitations are, get some guidance. I'm currently offering these 15-minute power sessions that are probably going to, I'm just updating my website again, so I'm putting another opt-in there, and I'm taking these calls off the website. If you want to connect with me and see how I can help you to get that clarity, then you can book in one of those calls. The link is up above, vanessajanepatrick.com. But I've got some other amazing stuff coming out to you, some free content that I'm just setting up. I'll hopefully get it done today, if not tomorrow. So that's only going to be short-lived. So jump on one of those calls. And I really hope to see you at one of my live events. Drop me a comment. Let me know. Would you be keen to come to one of my live events and break through this stuff, get that clarity, get into alignment, and have that sense of purpose in your life and in your love and your relationships as well? So let me know. But I love that, Doug. And Yon's here, and Gary, and Shane, you are so welcome, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. And Mike's here, and Doug, you're loving the rant. Yeah, I can't help myself. And Jace, I want a unicorn and a puppy dog and a black sheep. Got the black sheep here, at least in my family. I love it. And Doug, your most passionate talks I've seen. Great. Oh, I love that, Doug. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm super passionate because the more in alignment you get, the more passionate you get, right? And I just can't stop myself from getting on rants. So thank you to everybody who's allowing me the opportunity to just like get all this out. And yeah, I'm super passionate, super inspired. And yeah, sometimes I think I'm like, oh, screaming at the screen. But as long as you guys are getting some value from it, I love that, Doug. Thank you. And Kay's here, and Sparky, I wish my daughter would listen to you, darling. I think you're saying. Oh, that would be amazing, Sparky. I hope you'd share this video with her. I always love when you guys share with people that you care about. That absolutely means the world to me. So thank you, Sparky. And Ram, I'm loving that this is very inspiring to you. And Doug, Canada. Oh my gosh, one of my most favorite places on the planet. I haven't been for a number of years now, but I still like remember beautiful Banff. What's the name of that beautiful lake? You would know it, but it's just gorgeous. I love Canada, and it is definitely on the agenda. Doug, thanks for letting me know. And Jan, that's right, explore, get there, then burn the boat. If that's not it, you will then become a better boat builder. Life is not who you are, but who you become. Jan, you are so on point, my friend. Absolutely. Yeah, and until you've found those things that you are willing to burn the boats for, for me, I don't care how challenging this path gets because I'm in total alignment with it. Like I know that I'm on the right journey, and it took being on the wrong journey and having to wake up painfully to actually appreciate being on the right journey. And that's why I'm at a point where no matter what judgment, criticism, opinions of other people, yeah, it doesn't feel great. Yeah, I'd love for everybody to support me. But at the end of the day, I'm the one who can make it happen or not. They don't have that power. And, their challenge is just those necessary stepping stones to strengthen that inner conviction, to stay in alignment and to step up and walk my talk at a higher capacity. So I love that, Jan. Dave, hello to you, and Tony, hello to you, and Ram. When living in with authentic alignment, we look for solutions. If not, we all have excuses. You got it, Ram. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. You're so wise, and I love your words of wisdom. And Dawn, I'm listening with all ears and open heart. I'm sure the 8-week originals are so looking forward to seeing you live in the States, Arizona or California or Vegas. You got it. I would love to plan a trip. You are a savior in so many ways. I'm working hard on my self-love, although I still think I want some type of career changes, have to still get rid of maybe blocks and get a new sense of clarity. Absolutely, Dawn. And so much love to you. I know you're part of my amazing team of the empowerment program that we ran last year. And yes, absolutely. I'm coming your way. I'm definitely coming to the States. So I got some big, amazing plans going on, but starting with these shorter live events that hopefully I can bring your way as well. And oh my gosh, amazing to bring the team together. And we'll get Joelle doing the worm, as we always talk about. So I love that, beautiful. And that's my mission for you, is to help you get clarity on your new direction, on your most authentically aligned direction in your life. If we don't feel like at some capacity we are making a meaningful difference, and the point is, like, we're not going to be able to make a meaningful difference until we get into that alignment with what that gift is for us. What is your genius? And it can evolve, right? But I use the modality of personality psychology to get you into alignment. Like if I was to show you more about my personality type and everything that was written, like outside of me, it's every single word of it is totally me. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping people discover their model that is totally them, so that they can get out of the guessing game. They can get that clarity, that certainty, that direction, that conviction, and get in alignment with a meaningful existence, and make sure that they know that their lives are making a meaningful difference in the lives of others, to whatever capacity that is, with your friendships, your family. community, the globe, I don't care. But getting you clarity on that is my number one driver. And secondly, getting you into truly extraordinary quality of relationships, not just settling for this mediocrity that we're surrounded by. You have so much love to give and receive. And I'm going to go on another rant, so I'm just going to stop myself there. But I love that, Dawn and Satish. Reverend Tony Robbins is my icon too. I watch his TED Talk, Why We Do What We Do, almost every week for the last 4 years. Oh, I love that, Satish. Yeah, I love that TED Talk, and that's just such a tiny glimpse of the brilliance of Tony Robbins. I actually did one of our masterclasses, the very first masterclass I ever did for the Limitless Potential Academy, which you can get access to on the link above as well, was actually on what he's talking about in that TED Talk, the 6 human needs. But instead of just hearing it and listening to it, you get the practical application of seeing what's going on in your life right now, like taking a test that will identify your hierarchy of where those needs are situated for you, being able to see what it's costing you, being able to see what shifts and changes you need to make in order to generate the kind of inspired results that you want in your life, and the system and the application and the support to actually do it. So if you want to take it to the next level, the Limitless Potential Academy monthly masterclasses, you get instant access to that particular masterclass and all the 9. And we've got a new masterclass coming up this coming week. So, and you get live access to that. So that training, so can't wait. But yes, that's awesome, Satish. I love it. And Mufasa and Dawn, get it out, girl. We love it. I love it too. Oh my gosh, I'm on such a rant. Okay, I love it. And Juan is here, and Doug, Lake Louise, that's it. That's exactly it. Oh my gosh, beautiful Lake Louise. It is etched in my mind and in my heart. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love Canada. Would love to get there again. So thanks so much for that, Doug. And Lombardo, hello to you. And Jon, much love to you. And Sam and Rob and Maria, awesome to see you all. And Maria, your passion is amazing. Share the love. Oh, thank you, Maria. Much love to you, beautiful soul. And I hope you're doing really well. And Rob, miracles happening every day. Much love, Vanessa. Absolutely, Rob. I'm totally with you on that. And Aman and Pam are here as well. Awesome to see all of you guys. I hope that my passion and my inspiration has come across and that it has inspired you to wake yourself up from, being in that self-pity, being in that like, oh no, I don't want it to be hard. I want to avoid all hardness. I want to just distract myself and actually go, you know what? It's meant to be hard. And if it wasn't, I wouldn't be able to grow into the person who has the ability and the capacity to actually manifest what really inspires me into my reality. Make it happen and take that action. All right. So I'm, as always, sending you guys all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I really do hope that it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, and that you're doing something super empowering, and today's message has definitely served you. If you're just coming in now, I can see Nadun is here as well. I have so much love for you guys who could be joining me. I hope you catch the recording, get a ton of value, and also share this message with people that you feel need that bit of the wake-up call, need a bit of a reminder to get off that pathway that's just taking them in the wrong direction, discover what the right direction is, get into alignment, and I can't wait to see all of you guys, hopefully at a live event coming your way in the not too distant future. And Jerry, hello to you from Quebec. Oh my gosh, so amazing. And you are so welcome, Doug. Much love to you and your beautiful wife. And I'm signing off. I'm sending you guys all of my love, and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow.